It was good, y'all. Yeah, I'm doing this, review about the Creed movie starring Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone and Tessa Thomas. Man, the movie was amazing. You know what I'm saying? It was so dope. Anybody that likes Rocky, you're a Rocky fan, definitely go check it out. And man, I will always be like a Rocky fan. As far as like number two against him and Apollo Creed, that was always my favorite one. Always. Still is to this day. And I probably seen the movie about probably 30 times, probably my whole life, because I've been such a big Rocky fan. And there ain't never been a Rocky movie that I haven't liked, even number five, some people, think it was trash, but, I think it still was a good concept, especially him fighting, Tommy Gunn in the street and everything, But, far as Creed, man, it was definitely a good movie, definitely a good movie, because I know some people call it Rocky 7. And I don't even think that's a bad, way to, describe the movie because I think Michael B. Jordan really caught the essence of what Rocky is all about, And it wasn't so much as him trying to mimic Rocky, it was more so him trying to, what I'm saying, get out of his father's shadow, Apollo Creed shadow, trying to make his own legacy, what I'm saying, and you know, make his own lane, and do his own thing and show that he was really born to do that because I think that sometimes in life it's not always so much as we trying to mimic, what our parents doing or whatever all the time. Sometimes it might just be that that gift that they got from God was given to us as well. We might have to just carry on a particular talent or something, that they had before us because just like my father when he was living, he would could do art real well, he's a real good artist, my mom's a good artist as well, and I'm an artist myself, so I think the gift that God gave them, it just was passed on to me, because how sometimes we say it's in the genes, but I think that's the same thing with Creed. I think it was just more so Adonis being a talented fighter, just like Apollo was, and I don't want to spoil the movie for nobody, as far as if you haven't seen it or anything. So I'm not gonna, go throughout the whole movie, what happened and all that, because I hate when people do that, myself. So I'm definitely not gonna do that. But I just think the movie was real, real good. I figured, you know, I really figured that it caught the essence of what Rocky was about. So of course Sylvester Stallone did a good job. Tessa Thomas, big ups to her as well, because I'm a big fan of hers, And she has a movie out called Dear White People. If anybody haven't seen it, check it out. And I think that Adonis Johnson, which was his birth name, you know, and of course he wound up taking on the name Creed as we see in the trailer. But I think Adonis Creed, I think he really, captured the essence of Apollo and also made his own lane, but also did it in a way where you really could see his struggles, his trials, his tribulations, And I really, 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 really like the movie, man. I think it was an amazing movie. Michael B. Jordan, shout out to him, big up to him. I've always been a big fan of his, And I even like the movie he did with Chronicle as well, where he got the superpowers at and everything. And that, in that movie, But yeah, Michael B. Jordan, it's definitely a good look on, the Creed movie. And I think, hopefully, I'm hoping, by me being a big fan of Rocky, I hope they do a number two, like a Creed 2, because I think the way this movie ended and the way things went in the movie, I think it would be good to have a follow up because it's such a good movie. And I never imagined my life that they would actually do another Rocky, let alone Rocky 6 when the Rocky Balboa movie. And I thought that was an amazing movie too. And anybody that haven't seen that movie, check that out as well. Because that's a real, real, real good movie. Rocky did like his last fight because, like they always say, every fighter has one last fight in them, and that was Rocky's last run. Far as him being a fighter, but I think the movie really was real good. And I think movies like that, Rocky just period, man. I always felt like it just captures the human soul, And I think Creed done the same thing, man, because the whole crowd was going crazy when I saw this movie today. We watched it. It felt like as if we was in the HBO event, ring, it felt like we was actually seeing the HBO fight, in the audience. I mean, and you know, man, it's amazing, man. That's all I can say, man. It's just amazing, It's almost it's almost like words can't even describe how good the movie was. And that's not to say that this Creed movie was better than Rocky 1 or 2 or 3. I'm not saying that, because it's like you can never top the original. Because just like with Jaden Smith movie, Karate Kid, I think that was an awesome movie, but I don't never think that it will top Ralph Macchio being Karate Kid, because that's the original, Ain't nothing like the original. So, the original always will be the top thing, because that's what captured your heart and soul in the first place. And I feel that same way with Rocky, but I think that his Creed movie is a good legacy for the Rocky franchise, And I think if hopefully, I'm hoping if they can do like maybe at least 2 more, I think that'll be good. And they can just leave it there and that'll sustain the whole Rocky legacy. And I heard that Michael B. Jordan trained hard for this role, physically and all that. And I felt like he looked like a real fighter to me, for real. Boxing my favorite thing. The thing about me, I love UFC fights, martial arts. I love basketball, football, but boxing is like my number one thing, So to see to see this movie was like wow, because every time HBO Showtime fight come on, I'm just like going bananas as it is anyway. And to actually see this movie and see how good he done in this movie, and then to see the fact that Michael B. Jordan could actually take the Adonis Johnson character